She says it's waiting for me, but I know I'm live. Because I got my laptop in front of me, everyone. I got 2 laptops going. All right, here we go. She says it's waiting for me, but I know I'm live. Because I got my laptop in front of me, everyone. I got 2 laptops going. All right, here we go. Okay. Hello. How is everyone today? I didn't go live last night because I had coaching calls and I was tired. Let's just be real. I know you're noticing that the camera is not in its typical location. So you're not seeing poop. You're not seeing anything over in this vicinity. And that's because my boyfriend's actually here and he's on the couch. So we're keeping the camera this angle so he can have, you know, some privacy. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But he already knows I get loud, so it doesn't matter. So we're still going to be the same over here. We can still have our chit chats. But this is me making up to you the missed live yesterday. So how is everyone? I see you guys are already on the super chats. Okay, good. Oh, I look so beautiful. Thank you so much, new best friend. Thank you, Danielle Land. That was so nice. Oh, you love my hair too? Thank you. Yes, Marissa. Yes. Is it a BBL for you? Good. Good. I just want you to know that he's holding in laughter as well behind me, which is going to start making me laugh. He's a jerk. Ooh, Heidi, thank you. Paula, thank you. Lauren, thank you. You guys are very nice to me today. Salty, really? Am I? Am I radiant? Am I glowing? Thank you. If you're going to make me laugh this whole time, you're not going to be able to be down here. Literally, Heidi. Literally. All right. Yes, Marissa, yours is next. Yes. Mistress Mayhem of Beauty, how are you? I feel like it's been 100 years since I've seen you. I hope you've been doing well. Oh, hello, Sandy from Poland. I love you too. Starlight, that's an excellent question, but I am going to talk freely when he's around. It's okay. He's even watched some of my videos, so he knows how I talk. So he's used to it. He thinks I'm cuckoo anyway. Quinn, your SP messaged you and then opened it. Love it. Joe, you had movement today. Also love it. Mayhem Beauty. Ooh, you've been spending a lot of time with your SP. Love it. Look at all this loveliness. Thank God for lesbian shippers. I missed you. Thank you so much. And thank you. Thank you, new bestie. Thank you, love. Are they? Are they? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. I can see the super chats are coming in crazy. So let me get to where. Let me shut up and start answering questions. So hold on. I have both laptops. I got my 1976 laptop going to and my new one. All right, 1 minute. Okay, Salty. Oh, Salty, thank you very much. Kim, can I get a session with you? Really need to talk. Things went cold as fuck with SP. I'm getting crazy BBLs every day, but nothing through SP. Getting so tired of his BS and the 3D, and it's hard to keep persisting with him. Okay, Salty, yes. Yes, of course. I know I left you a comment in response to getting you in, so yes. Yes. I literally, as we're talking, I have a total of 15 people waiting to be scheduled. So don't hear that numbered, Salty, and think that means, oh my God, it's going to be friggin' forever. That's not what I mean. I have 15 left. I got through a bunch of emails today and a bunch of people to be scheduled. And that 15 also counts. There were some people that had to be rescheduled. So that's the number right now. Salty, I have seen your emails and I will get you in. I will get you in ASAP, okay? And as far as what is going on right now, okay, you're getting crazy BBLs. Well, listen, what does BBLs mean, right? It's your birds before land. So if you're getting those, we know we're in the right place, right? Because our subconscious mind is always projecting from what? From what state we're in or who we think we are. So if you're seeing it in other places in the 3D, this is good. I know it's frustrating when it's not from the SP. I know it is. I know it's not fun persisting. I know it. But listen, when you're experiencing the frustration and like say you're getting triggered, in that moment, the way you're responding to the trigger is alerting you to who you're being. So this is not a placement of failure or, doing everything right, but it's alerting you in this moment of who you think you are. So when we're getting frustrated that SPs are not showing up the way we want them to, when we are getting upset in that brief moment, we are forgetting who we are. And we're going back into separation. And we're not separate. We're separate from no one. We are all from one consciousness. So you're not separate. It's going to come through your SP. Listen, 99.99% of the time when any type of SP manifestation that I've ever seen or even experienced myself, the BBLs come in. And I know even myself have experienced the frustration of being annoyed that it's BBLs because we don't want the BBL. We don't want that birds before land. We want the person we want. And I get that. But it never means that this is going to take even longer or that it's never going to show up. It never means that. And when SPs are going hot from cold, hot to cold, hot to cold, we all know that's a direct reflection of our own selves hopping from reality to reality, because that's literally what we're doing. Reality to reality. Every time, when we're having thoughts, our job as manifestors are to be the observer of our thoughts, not believing every single one that instantly enters our mind. And most of us get used to doing that. And not only that, when we're manifesting a specific person, when we're manifesting someone specifically we want to be with, we get so fucking hung up on the 3D version of them. You don't want that 3D version. You don't want the one who's acting like a cold motherfucker to you. You don't want that one. You want your 4D version. So that's where your focus should be. So when you're getting frustrated that you're not seeing it in the 3D, you are getting wrapped up with the version of them you don't want to begin with. We're never separated from anything. Anything we're manifesting, we're not separate from it, right? We're creating it all or choosing. Even I agree, we need to stop using that word creating because creation's finished. Everything's already done. Everything already exists. We're just choosing to be who we want. So Salty, this doesn't mean it's going to be a year, even a few more months for you. It doesn't mean that at all. But in the moments that we're getting really down and really upset, you are forgetting who you are. You're forgetting your own power, okay? You're just forgetting. You're just having a moment of separation, and that's all it is. So remember, when we choose thoughts that make us feel like shit, that's the reality we're choosing. And you want to know why those thoughts feel like shit? It's because it's not who you are. It's not who you're meant to be. Those shitty thoughts are not for you. It's why they feel upsetting. It's why they don't feel good. Because it's your own, you can look at it as it's your higher self or your I amness, the God within. Or if you're someone who doesn't believe in God, okay, the universe. Whatever you believe in, it's giving you that signal. This thought makes me feel like shit because it doesn't belong to you anymore. So choose the reality you want to be in by being the observer and not believing every single thought that comes into your mind. SP's coming. Your SP is coming. You in particular, Salty, you have had fabulous movement. You know this. You've had fabulous movement all due to your own evolvement, to your own shifting. So right now, when we're getting frustrated, we're forgetting that. We're forgetting the movement we've had. We're forgetting that we're still growing, evolving, shifting. Don't fall prey to your 3D. Don't fall asleep again. When we start believing the things out here, the 3D, when we start believing in that again, we are forgetting who the hell we are. Okay? Okay, salty again. Thank you very much. I can be in a good state, but once I see him, I fall into victim mode. Any advice? Yes. Literally everything I just said to you, number one. Number two, all right, so as soon as you're interacting with the current 3D version of him, you're falling into victim mode. Why? Why? Listen, I know that when you have to interact with the person you're manifesting, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes we forget in the moment that we have choice. We have choice of thought. So what's appearing right now, because I am someone that believes that the 3D is on some semblance of a delay, although I do believe in instant manifestations, but even instant ones, there's still a few second delay in my opinion. However, in the moments that you are face to face with your person and they're not showing up the way you want them to, you have to remember who you are. When we're starting to get upset with how they are in the current 3D, you're falling asleep again. That's how I like to look at it. We're falling asleep again. We're going back to unconsciousness, right? Because before you knew about conscious manifesting, you didn't know you were manifesting that entire time. Now you're awake to it. But when we start believing every single thing that we're experiencing and seeing in the 3D, even though it feels very, very real, everything that you're currently experiencing is a manifestation of your previous or most dominant state, or who you've been. So the moments that you're forgetting, the moment that you're getting upset and probably overreading into how they're showing up in the 3D, you're giving back power to someone who never had the power to begin with, right? You're giving it back to SP, and you're in the moment attached to that 3D. Remember, I put a video up about the art of detachment for a reason. When you realize the 3D is just the after effect, right? The 3D is the dead world, or the shadow world, or the illusion. That's what your 3D is. You're projecting onto it. People are reflecting back your own beliefs and assumptions. So in the moment, you're believing in this half-assed 3D version of them, when honestly, they're currently showing up as a manifestation of who you were. Because you, Salty, I know, because I've spoke with you on the outside, you are not the version of yourself that you once were. You're not. And this is just after effect. Don't even look at it as permanent. In the moment, when you're face to face, remind yourself of who the hell you are. Remind yourself of what you're doing. And if you don't like what you currently see, or if you don't like how they're currently showing up, you remember, we're not interested in this 3D version of them anyway. We're manifesting the 4D, right? So the focus should be on the 4D version at all times, instead of getting sucked into the illusion, or what some like to call the Matrix, right? Or the land of the dead. That's what I like to say. The land of the dead. It's old. It's like getting upset, getting triggered from the weather report from 1976. That's what your 3D is. So when you're seeing your SP and they're showing up in a shitty fucking way, You're getting upset with the weather report from 1976. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense? We're in 2023. Who gives a fuck what the weather was in 1976? What the fuck do we care what's going on out here? As long as we're focused on who we are, relevant to what we're manifesting, none of this shit, none of it means a goddamn thing. None of it does. Okay? Hold on, I'm using the new laptop to get the super chats off of. So that I'm hoping I have figured out the way so that I don't lose the membership chats too. Okay, so is it Sania Wasim? Thank you very much. Couple of my friends are being rude to me and showing narcissistic traits. Should I stop talking to them due to everyone as you pushed out? Let's scroll back with everyone as you pushed out. Listen, I'm not someone that, if I have someone in my 3D treating me like an asshole, I don't give a fuck about everyone as you pushed out in that moment. I will tell that person off. I can't help it. That's my fucking personality. I am very quick to run my mouth. So if someone's treating you like shit and being rude to you in your 3D, just because we are aware of everyone as you pushed out, or we are aware that we're currently manifesting, or even that people in our 3D that we're intermingling with are reflecting our own beliefs and assumptions. Just because of that, that doesn't make you a fucking doormat. That doesn't make you someone who's going to take everyone's shit because you're aware of manifestation. If you think for 1 second that I sit here and tolerate people's shit because I know I'm manifesting, because I know everyone is you pushed out and they're just reflecting my own beliefs, fuck no, I don't. So you don't have to either. Setting healthy boundaries within your 3D is perfectly acceptable. I know personally, I have heard of other coaches telling you that setting boundaries is not the best thing to do, and that's the dumbest fucking advice I've ever heard of in my life. Set the damn boundaries. If someone's treating you like dog shit, you have every right to decide not to speak to that person anymore. Yes. Should we in the moment take a look at it and like see, all right, what belief of mine is being projected right now so that we can work on not being that version of ourselves anymore, but not from the placement of blaming and shaming ourselves because of it. So set the boundary. Let them know they have no right to treat you like shit. Stand up for yourself. And then let's take a look at why this is happening, right? Let's take a look at what belief is projecting. So if you have an expectation that maybe your friendship groups or maybe coworkers or just people in general are going to end up being rude or treat you nasty, we want to change that belief. You want to become the version of yourself that you believe everyone loves you. Everyone thinks you have a sparkling personality, or whatever affirmation, jives with you. So if you want to stop talking to them, that's your choice. I certainly would be authentic to myself, and I would definitely speak my mind. And I definitely would let them know I don't appreciate their shitty behavior. Listen, while manifesting, the best thing you can do for yourself is always be authentic. Always be authentic, because you're not going to outrun what you're truly thinking and feeling on the inside. You're not going to outrun it. Sometimes we get into a placement of putting band-aids on things or pretending things aren't bothering us that are bothering us, like someone treating you like dog shit. Set the boundary. Be authentic to who you are. I'm not telling you to go start arguments with everyone in your fucking 3D. I'm saying just be authentic. Be authentic to yourself. Okay? Anjali Sharma, thank you very much. For states, I say I am the love of his life, his girlfriend, an inner combo like it's true. Is that how you do it? Well, I'm going to tell you, yes, that's one way of doing it. Yes. But let me ask you this. After saying all of that, where do your thoughts go? Are they instantly going to a place of, I don't believe this is working. I don't believe this is ever going to happen. You know, I don't think he's ever going to choose me. If our thoughts are automatically going to that type of thinking, we weren't embodying, right? Now for me, it feels different on the inside. When I'm having that own, you know, inner conversation with myself, right? Our own inner dialogue, because everyone's having one. When I'm talking to myself and you know, basically describing who I want to be or who I believe I am relevant to whatever I'm currently manifesting, I will feel something on the inside. Watch. I will start to either, like, initially, I would get the happy butterflies. And then it would become like a neutral feeling. You know, it changes all the time. There's not one set feeling, and it's different for everyone. But there would be like an inner knowing feeling, and I still get that. Because when I first wake up in the morning or when I'm working out, that's when I'm really into the embodiment. And that's when I'm having that inner dialogue and telling myself who the hell I am on what I'm manifesting, or I mean, relevant to what I'm manifesting. And I get that, like, I don't know if it's like a cocky confidence, but there's this good knowing conviction feeling from my body. I say, pay attention to how your body's responding. Is it? That's what Anjali, good. That's good. I think everyone, even if you're just into affirming or just into visualization or just into scripting, pay attention to how your body is responding. It's not about forcing yourself to have feelings, but your body is like your own little thermostat. It's letting you know if you're stepping into being that version. Pay attention. And for example, when you're spiraling and thinking really shitty thoughts relevant to what you're manifesting, doesn't it feel like shit in your body? Don't you? For me, I get the pit in my stomach. I get the tightness in my chest, right? It doesn't feel good. It feels fucking uncomfortable. That's the indicator. Okay, that thought does not belong to me anymore. I don't have to believe that. That's not who I am, and that's not the reality I'm in. So pay attention. I got opposite movement for SP though, so it's like, what the fuck? Never worry about that. Don't ever. That's where people, can I be honest? That's where a lot of people fall off the damn wagon, because they've been on their manifestation game. They think they've been doing great, and you probably were doing amazing. Right on your fucking state, no issues. And then if the 3D shows you something different, people instantly think, okay, I'm doing something wrong. Or there's still a block. And I hate that word. There's still something wrong. There's still something I gotta fix, because my 3D should instantly be perfect. And even though I think we should have an expectation that anything can happen at any moment, just because the 3D isn't showing you exactly what you want, or if it doesn't make sense what you see in the 3D, that doesn't mean something's wrong. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, ever. So if you would get more into the habit of, when that kind of thinking comes, shut that shit down. Nope, I do everything right. I'm absolutely on my game. I have nothing to worry about. This could change in a heartbeat. Or how about, hey, no, this doesn't matter. This is just another bridge, or another board down on my bridge of incidents. It's nothing for me to concern myself with. You start thinking like that, start talking to yourself like that, and telling you, things will change. Okay?
That's not nice.
Did you hear that? Siri said that's not nice. I thought what I said was very nice. Amaya Papaya, thank you very much. I want a career as a pro chess player, but having trouble convincing myself I'm good enough for it. Also want a degree without college, how to approach. Okay. Let me say this. It's not about necessarily convincing yourself. It's not about it. Listen, it's very, very normal to not believe what you're affirming, right? It's very, very normal for... I know it, I mean, at least in the beginning of my journey, when I was more of a scripter, but when I would script things that I wanted to experience, it was very normal for, maybe in the moment it felt good while I was scripting it, but like right after, thinking, this isn't going to fucking happen. I don't believe this. This is bullshit. Absolutely. Everybody has doubts. And you not fully believing isn't going to stop you from manifesting. Just saying. However, stop looking at it as a challenge where you have to convince yourself, because you don't. It's the repetition. It's the daily repetition of whatever your manifestation game is. That is what is bringing the change. So don't put the focus on, oh my God, I don't believe yet. Don't even focus there. Now, as far as, what your goals are, what you'd like to manifest, you want to be a pro chess player, then start affirming that you're already that person now. It really is a moment by moment choice of who we are. So you deciding to be this new version of yourself, you really are able to just make that decision and have things out here start recalibrating, even though it may not look that way to you. And maybe that's what's reinforcing that you're not good enough yet, because you don't see things moving as quickly as you think they should be in the 3D. Don't fall prey to the 3D. Don't fall prey. I've said this in response to mostly, SP things, because I get asked about this all the time, but just because our 3D looks a certain way, and just because it doesn't make fucking sense to you right now, let's remember, we are all looking at things from our 3D, literal, logical eyes. And sometimes things don't make sense. Sometimes situations look ass backwards to us. And we try to use logical thinking to reason why certain things should be a certain way in order for us to get our manifestation. There's a reason why we are not invited to the how it's going to happen party. There's a reason why we're not. Because we're limited with our eyesight. We're limited to logic. But you have access to the 4D through your imagination. So don't worry what you're seeing out here. Things will change. Let me say this. When people manifest solo vacations in relationships, solo vacations certainly don't look like that's going to lead to the manifestation of you being with that person, do they? No, they look like the total opposite. But somehow, some way, when you stay on your game, just as I did, you get your manifestation. It didn't make sense to me during that time. It was scary, and I thought I was losing everything. But it led to me getting what I want. So just because things don't make sense to you or don't look like they're changing doesn't mean they're not. Something's always happening. So start telling yourself that that's who you are now, and that you trust and believe that you are good enough. Or start small. What if it was easy for you to start believing? What if it was easy for you to step into the version of yourself that can believe that you are good enough? Start there. You'll probably notice that the resistance feels a little more like less existent when you start smaller, and then work your way up. And as far as the college thing, it's the same exact thing for being the chess player. It's the same exact mindset, right? Listen, I've seen the craziest things happening through manifestation. Craziest things. And listen, how many celebrities have been given full diplomas from colleges without ever going to that college? Shit happens. So it is possible. It's just that we get so wrapped up with logic. We get so wrapped up with, that could never happen. That sounds impossible. That's because you're thinking literally and logically. And neither one of them are necessarily invited to the manifestation party. This is the place where we are to be delusional, right? Because we sound delusional. We sound crazy. We're telling ourselves that we are the version of ourselves that are having our manifestations that we don't see at all in our 3D yet. We sound delusional. But it's within that delusion that we're entering into the imagination. And it's the imagination that is, I believe, our I amness. That's our connection to the I am. And that's how we're, bringing these experiences to ourselves. That's how we're getting into the other realities. So don't get wrapped up in logic. Literally anything is possible. Okay? Rena, thank you very much. Just want to say you're stunning. The hair is giving. Oh my God, Rena, thank you so much. Thank you very much. That was so fucking nice of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And apparently, because it's celebrating, this was your very first super chat to me. That's at least that's what it's saying.
Could you try again?
Fucking Siri.
I don't know.
Every time. Every time. But on my end, it's telling me this is the first time you ever bought me a super chat. So thank you very much. That was very nice of you. New best friend. Janet Carson, thank you very much. Can you talk about manifesting multiple desires? How can I manifest a new SP in a specific job? I love you, Kim. Well, I love you too, Janet Carson. All right. I am someone that multi manifests. So, first of all, let me tell you why I like to. I like to because you don't get so fucking, staring dead at the one thing you're manifesting. Like when people are manifesting a specific person, they get so zoned in on that one manifestation. So they're constantly looking at the 3D and validating the wrong story, right? Every time you look at the 3D and validate, well, it's not here yet. It hasn't happened yet. I'm afraid it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So when you multi-manifest, you have things going in all categories. So, for example, when I first started this journey in the law of assumption, this is before I had a channel, I was a scripter. So I would just sit and script for sometimes for hours, and I would just script as if I already had the things I was manifesting. So, and by the way, I had no rules. I did not stick to, a certain order of things. I hopped all over the place. Maybe one day I was talking about love and relationships, and then 10 minutes later, I'm talking about money. And, I would hop all over. So don't restrict yourself. It doesn't matter. But now that I'm more into states of consciousness, and, well, honestly, because I'm a lazy manifester, I don't want to have to do a lot of shit to get what I want. I want to just decide I'm this person, which to me seems a lot fucking easier. That's just my opinion. But so how I approach it is, and I shared with you all that I got really laser focused on what I wanted in a lot of areas of my life. In September is when I started to get super focused, laser focused. And I pulled back all my energy and put it all into who I am relevant to what I'm manifesting. So if you're someone manifesting, love, and then you want to manifest money, and maybe you're manifesting career, get really specific on who you are relevant to that subject area. So for example, if you are someone that has had a lifetime of shitty relationships, yeah, and you're still carrying the fear or the belief that you're not going to be able to experience the love of your life. And that's how I started this journey, right? You want to decide that that's number one, that's not who you are anymore, that you are someone that can manifest the love of your life. And if you want to be married, so then you're manifesting marriage. You want to describe yourself and think of yourself as someone who is always successful in relationships. However you love someone, they love you the same. You share an unconditional love together and blah, blah, blah. Think about what you really want to experience, and think about what a relationship means to you. What does a relationship look like to you? Get specific and decide that's who you are relevant to love. You're someone who always has those experiences. Doesn't matter what the past is. Does not matter what the past is, right? The past is just memories. Doesn't mean shit. Honestly. Unless you're someone who believes in the aspect of, at all time, everything is happening all at the same time, right? Which even with that thinking, we don't have to worry about the past. You can decide who you want to be moment by moment. So after you're done with that category, you want to get into the next one. So if it's money, who are you relative to money? If you're someone who always has the mindset that there's never enough money, or every time you get ahead, a bill comes in and, snatches that extra cash from you, or, money's hard to come by, you have to work hard, or you have to work loads of overtime to get money. You want to change that thinking. You want to start seeing money as your best friend, as that money loves you. Money flows to you like water. There's so much money coming to you, you don't know what to do with it. There's so much. There's such an abundance of money. That's who you are now relative to money. And then go to the next category. You're just getting clear on what you really think about you and that subject. And so back to me, when I'm, like I said, it's first thing in the morning and it's when I'm working out, I talk to myself in my inner dialogue, right? In my head, my own inner conversation. I talk to myself and I describe my life or who I am as if I'm already living it. So if you want to be a millionaire and you want to be in the relationship of a lifetime, you want to be in the relationship with the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, that's how you're going to talk to yourself. You're going to decide that's who you are now, right? I'm in the best relationship of my life. I'm with the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. I'm a multi-millionaire. I love my job. If you're manifesting a career, I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best health of my life. I'm absolutely living my dream life. You want to start talking to yourself like that. And I feel it in my body. Sometimes it's happy butterflies. Sometimes it's just a knowing feeling. You're going to notice that you feel it here. You're going to feel it. That's you embodying. So it's really simple. It's not hard. What feels hard is because we are coming from states. Most of us come from a victim state, right? And a victim state is just that you think things are happening to you and out of your control. So it's a helpless feeling. It's a victim feeling. Right? When you're manifesting money and bills keep coming in, it feels like shit, doesn't it? That's why we get ahead of the 3D. Doesn't matter what your current 3D is showing you. You're getting ahead of it, right? You're getting ahead. So how are you describing yourself relative to what you want to manifest? And clearly, because there are infinite states, which means infinite versions of you. There is a state or a version of you that has every single thing that you're currently wanting to manifest. And that version of you is already living that experience. It's just you deciding that's who you are now. Multi-manifesting is the way to go. To me, it's the shortcut. Why would we want to do one manifestation at a time? You putting your focus on multi things, multi areas, is not going to slow one of the other manifestations down. If anything, I think it makes things come in quicker because you are less likely to be staring at it's not here yet and being in a resistive mindset. See what I mean? So, Janet, I hope that answered your question. Danielle, thank you very much. Hi, Kim. Love your hair. Thank you so much. Is it possible to revise health? I broke my ankle over the weekend. It's possible to revise anything. Absolutely anything. It's our own limited logical thinking minds that hold us into the position of feeling like we can't manifest healing or manifesting new health. Yes, it's possible. There's a version of you right now who is living happily without a broken ankle. I'm sorry you broke your ankle. I'm sure that does not feel good. But yeah, revise it. Now, more than likely with revision, right? Because listen, moment by moment, we're choosing who we want to be. So I'm just giving an example of what could happen with your revision. You could be in a placement of spontaneous healing. I think that's possible. I usually refer people who are wanting to manifest healing of anything within our bodies to like Dr. Joe Dispenza, because he's got case after case after case of people healing themselves with their mind, curing cancer. I think you can heal your broken ankle quickly, effortlessly. We get so, I know I've said this multiple times today, but we get so wrapped up in logical thinking. Logical, limited thinking. Anything is fucking possible. I don't understand people that want to be limited. And I don't think that you are. That's not what I mean by that. But I know, like, I've seen videos coming, around on my For You page. Where number one, we have people who think, who take a shit on manifestation, right? I forgot what it's called. Like spiritual psychosis or something like that, because, we're believing we can manifest anything we want. Well, yeah. Why the fuck would I want to go back to the 3D, boring ass, limited, logical fucking world? Why would I ever go back to that? It's not spiritual psychosis. I think that's a case by case related. I think people are, utilizing some of that for fucking content, right? To grow their channels. I'm sorry. I just see it that way. And they were not able to manifest what they were trying to manifest. So now it's let's hate on manifestation. And listen, the fucked up thing is I can see their side. I can see the side of the coin. I can. Because I'll tell you, when I landed in my first solo vacation, guess the first place my mind went. This is all bullshit. This doesn't work. Manifestation isn't real. This is so fucked up. And I'd be mad when I would see manifestation videos show up. So I know when you don't get what you want in the 3D and it's really, really upsetting, I get it. Our minds go there. Mine did. So I can see why they feel the way they do, but they gave up and they stayed giving up. But to naysay it completely for everyone else, wow, what a boring bitch. No, thank you. Want no part of it. Miracles fucking happen all the time. Why can't it happen for you? Why can't you have a spontaneous healing? Because we feel tied to this logical 3D world? We don't have to be. We are limitless. Well, thank you, Cass Ann, Queen of Everything. Thank you. Because I actually made a TikTok saying that. Yes. If you believe that manifestation doesn't work, well, hello, dumb fuck. Yeah, it's not going to work for you. You manifest what your assumptions and beliefs are. And if that's your fucking belief, that's what you're going to fucking experience. So well done. Well done. You're still manifesting. Anyway, I don't ever want to be a part of the limited logical world. Ever again. No fucking way. Life sucked. Life sucked then. Life is much better being delusional and getting what you want. Much better. Thanks. I'll stay over here in Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs world. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. Let's see. I remember this one, okay? And I remember that your nickname is Prats, right? Prats. Hey, big sis. Prats here. I swear I did not see that before I said it. I swear. I swear. All right. People don't go out of their way to do things for me, but I want it. I don't know why and how to fix it. It annoys me sometimes. Need a slap and some help. Love you. Okay. Love you too. And listen. Why do I feel like that you're someone that does do things, extra special, nice, sweet things for other people? And that you probably go out of your way for others? You probably are. You probably are that kind of a person. And I'm gonna say why. Because I think, now this is just me guessing. Okay. Yep, that's why I get annoyed. Okay. Let's just say that we are very similar. Very similar. And that was something that I had to also work on my own manifestation journey, because I used to feel the same way. Because that is me. If I care about someone, right? Friends, family, whatever. If I love someone and care about them, I am the type that will go out of my way for them. And I will go above and beyond for them, no matter what it is. I will try to help that person. And it used to crush me when I didn't receive the same treatment. But now knowing manifestation, okay, it's from our state. It's from our state. And for me, it was a belief that people will always let me down. People always let me down. And I was so conscious of that belief that I never wanted to be that person letting someone else down, which is where that overdoing it, because you're a giver. You're a giver. Me too. And sometimes givers also don't give enough to themselves. I've also had to work on that. We don't put ourselves as a priority, which is why I'm sure on your journey somewhere you've experienced also not being treated like a priority to others, which I'm sure you have, because it kind of goes along with what you're saying to me. So you have to see yourself as the priority. And you can easily do that by deciding that's who you are now, right? So if you like to affirm, start affirming that everyone is, respectful, loving, and they go above and beyond for you, right? People put you on a pedestal. People treat you like a queen, right? You're not saying it, and neither was I, from a cocky, shitty perspective. You just want to experience what it feels like to be on that pedestal for once, because you're probably very used to putting everyone else above you. It's just you deciding, no, I think it's my turn to be on the pedestal. Thanks. I think I'm gonna see myself as number one for once, just for a bit, until I believe it, and then it'll start playing out beautifully in your 3D, and then you'll start getting that. And please understand, I'm not saying it from a bitchy mindset. I'm saying the more you see yourself as a priority, the more the people in your life are going to reflect back and be loving and caring right back at you and make you feel just as special. I'm telling you, you start doing that, things are going to change, because I promise you, I had that mindset. Remember, I'm the old lady in the community, right? I'm 48. I found manifestation when I was 38, but I didn't find law of assumption until a little bit after. So I was in my 40s. And when I started honing in on that, life changed quickly. And it's never been better. It really hasn't. It doesn't mean I never have a moment where I have a selfish fucking prick in my 3D. But the way I respond to them is certainly a lot different than I would have, let's say, 7 or 8 years ago. You know what I mean? So start seeing yourself as the one on the pedestal, that you're the fucking priority, that everyone in your life treats you, like you treat them. They put you on the pedestal. You're the number one for once. Sharon B, ma'am, I'm 55. Okay. Bet you don't look it though, huh? Bet you don't. So Pratts, I hope that helped. And listen, I'm taking full credit. I remembered the Pratts. I did not see it. I didn't see that you wrote it there. Okay. Ooh, love. Thank you so much, gorgeous nails. Thank you so much. I just did them last night. Thanks. Uh-oh, hold on. This is updated. Hold on. Wait a minute. Don't you dare tell me I gotta go. No, I thought I had this all straightened out. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know that Jenny Sarian was the next one up on my end. So let me just fix this. I'm gonna wait for it to fucking update. Just give me a second. Okay, Jenny Sarian, thank you very much. Hi, beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. I think I met the one. I'm really trying hard not to fall into my old state, but my mind battles itself all day. I don't want to fuck this up. Help, please. Oh, Jenny, I am so fucking happy for you. I am so happy for you. All right, we're not going to fuck this up. All right, first of all, the version of yourself that you were, right, prior to meeting this person is not even the same version you were before you even started this manifestation journey. So number one, you're not going to fall back to your old self, okay? So let's get that fear right out of your mind. Now, you and I have spoke, yes? Yes, so I remember things, okay? So let's remind ourselves of what exactly we want to be experiencing in the love relationship department and how you want to be treated by the person you're in a relationship with. You have to start seeing yourself. You already know this. You see yourself as already being that version. Take the pressure off. I have to stay in the state. I have to stay in the state. Take the pressure off of that. And instead, just start talking to yourself as if you already are this version. Okay? Don't even. Okay, let's see. How about now? All good now. Okay, good. All right, back to Jenny. Siri started playing music from my damn phone. That's when we lost volume. And then when I went off screen to
Find that in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music in a different app.
just fucking watch. All right, let me take it off. Fuck's sake. When I went off camera to fix it from my phone, that's when the video froze. All right, so you should all be able to hear me. Yeah, Siri's always messing with me, Noella. Always. Okay, Jenny. You are just going to start deciding that this is who you are now. You're the woman who is experiencing the love of a lifetime, the relationship of relationships, the person you're going to marry, whatever you're manifesting. You're going to decide that's who you are now. You're going to tell yourself that you don't have any limiting beliefs from love and relationships. You don't have any limiting beliefs. That was our old self, old version. Death to the old man, right? Don't limit yourself, because listen, anybody who struggles with states because they're fearing they have to stay in the state, let's drop talking about it like that and start approaching it from, I'm just deciding this is who I am now. I'm just deciding this is the version of myself now. Because listen, you can just decide, and you do hop into the reality where you're having that desire. Listen, quantum jumping doesn't feel like whoosh and whoosh, back and forth to each reality. It doesn't feel like that, right? Reality collapsing around you can just be seeing situations and circumstances change. Sometimes you don't experience anything. Fucking just decide that's who you are now. Don't stress yourself out about staying in the state, okay? When old thinking is coming up in your mind, fearful thoughts, you need to remind yourself that not every fucking thought manifests. We do not have to be afraid of our fearful thoughts. That is a big ass misconception in this community. Big ass misconception. Big time. Okay, you're always manifesting from who you believe you are. So if you're deciding at all times, this is who I am now. And by at all times, I mean moment by moment. You're deciding this is who you are now. That's you stepping into that state anyway. So take the pressure of the state off of you. Okay? Why do you think people are manifesting even though they're not paying attention to what state they're in? Why do you think that is? And I'll tell you why. Because they're still getting into a state. They're still manifesting from a fucking state. They might not be aware of it, and they might not even give a shit. But they're affirming and believing in their affirmations, and they're seeing validation of it in their 3D. They're becoming those versions of themselves. They're getting into the state anyway. So regardless, you deciding that this is who you are now. You're having that loving, fulfilling, committed relationship. This is the one, because you've decided this is the one. This is the one I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. This is the one I want. So you tell yourself that over and over and over, and your 3D has to reflect it. Period. It's the law of assumption. So you have nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Old cycles, old patterns are fucking done. Are done. You are done with the old patterns. You're not going to. You're not going to lose them. This is your one because you're saying so. Your 3D will reflect. So just decide, this is who I am now. This is what I'm having. I'm choosing this specific person. This is who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. So somehow, some way, no matter what, I'm having that fucking experience. Right? You've claimed that dick, didn't you? You've claimed it. And that's okay. He's laughing. They can hear you. I've claimed his. Okay? All right. Jenny, you have nothing to worry about. I'm telling you. And either way, you know I'm always here. Claim that dick. Rhonda C, thank you very much. Looking so glam like J-Lo. Oh my God, Rhonda, thank you. My state has improved so much, receiving the communication of the loving wife as we talked about. But of course, I knew you would, Rhonda. I knew you would. I knew you would. Well done. Well done. And well deserved. Yes? Well done. He's laughing that I said claimed that dick. He's laughing at it, and he's trying to hold in the laughter, but he's making me laugh because I can hear him giggling. So you might just laugh out loud at this point. Stop trying to hide it. I meant what I said, though. I don't take it back. Back to Rhonda, for God's sake. Sorry, that got me off track. All right. So, I'm trying so hard to get my shit back together here. I'm so sorry. Rhonda, I was never worried for you, though. I was never worried for you. You have the right mindset. You're always thinking the right place. Just because we have moments here and there. Everyone has the fucking moments. Everyone has emotional moments. Everyone does. It's normal. We're still humans. Right? We're still going to have human moments. We're having a human experience. So, well done, girl. Well done. Mystic Princess, thank you very much. Kim, I am finally in the state of joyful anticipation, feeling giddy and feel like I am about to receive full manifestation today or tomorrow, but any minute now. SP is showing at my doorstep. Love it. You're calm, you're confident. Any extra advice? Okay, hold on. You're feeling giddy. You feel like you're about to receive the full manifestation, what sounds like you're in the knowing stage, so that's good. But any minute now, SP is showing my... Listen! It sounds to me like you're in the knowing stage, so it sounds to me like you're doing everything fucking right, to be honest with you. But, all right, any extra advice? Don't start losing your shit if anything pops up in the 3D or nothing pops up. Meaning, if we don't get our manifestation in the next 10 minutes, don't be fooled by our 3D. I wish everyone would listen to me on that. I really do. Don't get pulled back into the 3D. Don't get sucked back in. Don't believe everything you're seeing out here. So when we feel like we're not hearing anything, when we feel like it's quiet, it's not. Something's always happening. Always. I can't tell you how many people that I've coached personally that they were manifesting a specific person and it was like a ghost town in their fucking 3D, right? No BBLs, no nothing, okay? No communication, total no contact with a specific person. And obviously they had their moments where they were concerned nothing was happening. And then boom, I get the email that their SP's back, SP's communicated with them. And then SP lists all the different times that SP was thinking about them and wanted to reach out, but didn't. I even had one just recently where the SP said to them, I wanted to reach out, but I didn't think you wanted to talk to me. Something's always happening. We're all connected to one consciousness. All of us connected. There's always something happening. That's my little bit of extra advice to you. Okay? What? Heidi, thank you very much. Heidi, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. His ass is laughing and giggling over here. He's making me laugh. I'm sorry, Heidi. Thank God you and I are already like this. Just please ignore my laughing. All right, Heidi, can you give me a pep talk and reminder? What I'm supposed to do, I forgot. Or I'm hard on myself and convinced I forgot. Forgetful slay and mailing tomorrow. I love you. Okay? Listen. Okay. Heidi, you're not going to fuck this up. You're not going to fuck this up. Number one. Number two, you are too fucking hard on yourself. That's true. We talked about that. You are way too hard on yourself. And I do think sometimes because you're so damn hard on yourself, and because, now listen, I don't want to give out personal info that we discussed, so I'm going to try to answer this without giving anything away. I know in the past there was a revision in connection to your manifestation, and the reasoning or the revised thingy that we talked about, you were stuck on that a little bit as to how to go forward when we're deciding who we are now. Try to remember that, okay, your revision, it was successful. It was successful. But now we're on, thanks, Helen, I appreciate it. But now we're on to deciding who we are. So what you're doing right now until the next time you and I connect, you're deciding to be the version of yourself who has no limitations in your love and relationships area. No, none. And that your person will be reflecting who you are now. I am trying so hard to not give away any details of what we spoke about, but you're just putting your focus on who you are relative to love and relationships until we talk. Meaning get as specific as you want and decide that's who you are now. Okay? And obviously SP is lucky as hell to have your attention. Okay? Lucky as hell to have your eyes on that. Okay? So that's who you are now. No limitations, no limited beliefs. That's the old Heidi. And when old thoughts come up that make you feel like you're not going to get that specific person or that manifestation, you remind yourself that that is old self talking. There's a reason why Neville talks about death to the old man, death to old self. It's death to the old state, right? And you know as well as I do, from when this journey started with where you and I first connected, you're not the same version. You have evolved greatly. You've shifted big time. So there's nothing to fear. There's no limitations, right? There's nothing stopping you from getting your manifestation. There's no outside entity deciding yes or no whether you can have it. Just put the focus on being the version of yourself that is having the desire. Yes, for sure. I don't even look the same. Jawline looks sexier. Damn right. Paula Poop is over here on the floor laying down. And where she is, angled so that I can't turn the camera on to that side of the room. Okay. So Heidi, I hope that answered and helped. Okay. Need this. Thank you. You are welcome anytime. You know this anytime. You be fucking helping me anytime you need a judge. Anytime. Joe, thank you very much. Do you think that if we write text to ourselves as if talking to SP is the same as having inner conversations? We had a distance relationship. Yeah, if you think so, yes. Remember, listen, that's actually a good idea. And I want to tell you that I have had people in my memberships, as well as a few people that I've coached, had an app that I, of course, don't remember the app's name, where you could send yourself texts and they would put their SP's name on it to help get them into the state, right? Making themselves feel like it's SP reaching out to them. But yeah, why wouldn't it be the same thing as an inner conversation? Of course it would. It's the same idea. You're just doing it through text. It's no different than people wanting to script, but they prefer to script in their phone or, type out their affirmations because they like doing that better. It makes no difference. You make the rules, right? Each and every one of us makes the rules of manifestation in our individual realities. So if you believe that that's working the same as an inner conversation would, it will. And by the way, let me just help reinforce that for you. No matter what you're doing, anytime you're thinking, and if it's about your manifestation, and hopefully in a good way, you're still utilizing your imagination. So you're still going there and having that inner conversation, whether you're typing it, doesn't matter. You still are thinking it first. So you're still there having the inner conversation. It doesn't fucking matter. That's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter. Of course it's going to be just as good. Absolutely. Use me as the example. When I first started my own journey, I was scripting. And back when I started, there was not law of assumption channels. This was before, obviously, I had my own channel. There weren't law of assumption channels. It was all law of attraction. So the only videos on scripting was, 5x55. You have to write everything 55 fucking times for 5 days straight. And you only can write the one affirmation for 5. Fuck that. It was all rules. I'm the one who just said, I'm not fucking doing that anymore. Because my ass did the 5x55, the 3x33. Of course my ass did it. Then I'd get mad as hell because I'd forget one day and I'd have to start all over. I'm the one who made the decision. I'm like, I'm not fucking doing this anymore. This is stupid. I'm just going to start writing whatever the hell I feel like it and let it make me feel good. And I didn't even understand states then. So the letting it make me feel good was just because I wanted to feel better, not because I thought I had to do it to manifest, by the way. Right? Because we don't have to feel amazing to manifest. Right? But I'm saying I'm the one who decided I'm just going to write whatever the fuck I want. I'm not going to write, just specific affirmations. I'm going to write whatever comes to my mind because I enjoy writing things. And I just used it as a mind dump. Whatever was on my mind, I wrote it down in any way I wanted. And guess what? It all fucking manifested. Because I made that rule. I decided that was going to be good enough for me to manifest. And so it was, because it's the law of assumption. What you assume to be true will be true. What you believe to be true will be true. AKA who you believe you are is what you will experience in your 3D. And on that note, I do have to go. Y'all know the rules. I'm going to have to read Helen's though. I see Helen is the next one and I have to because Helen is my beautiful bestie. But anybody who purchased Super Chats, I think you already know all this already, but I'm going to say it again. I will respond to any Super Chats. I will make a video. I have a list of videos to be made. All Super Chats get answered. So don't worry that your question's not going to get answered. It will. Also, my second channel membership is now, it's live. So when you go to join a channel, the channel membership, there's 2 selections now. So I am off next week. So next week will be pre-recorded, which will be recorded this weekend, content. Okay, so there'll still be videos and stuff on my channel, and I'm hoping to squeeze in a live stream on one of the days, but we are on a, staycation. So next week, there's no channel memberships. The following week, so let me look to give you the official date. One moment, since I don't know how to use the fucking thing. Okay, hold on. All right, so Friday, February 24th will be the first membership live stream to the Hot Seat Coaching / group coaching, Hot Seat / group coaching channel membership. That will be the first one. Any exclusive lives channel members, and by the way, that's the only channel membership I have had up until this point. So if you're already a member to that membership, you will have access to the Hot Seat Coaching Group for a month. So 4 weeks straight. Just to decide maybe you want to hop over to that one, or maybe you're like, oh, hell no, I never want to get over there, which I get. But remember, to all of you, it is a trigger warning group. If you are triggered by anybody else's circumstances, or their stories, or you get upset when you hear people's questions about their specific circumstances, the hot seat group coaching probably isn't for you. You'll want to go to the other one. Okay. I'm trying to think. I can't think of anything else. If I do, I'll put a post up. If you have trouble joining the memberships and you're trying to do it from your phone, try it from a laptop. I only see one. You only see one? Ah, I'll have to look. Okay. Thank you, Meg. Thank you very much. Give likes, everyone. I appreciate that. I will look. YouTube sent me the notification saying that it's live, and I've had people join it already. So I know it was live. It should still be live. God, what am I forgetting? If you're, like I said, having trouble joining from your phones, try a laptop. That seems to bring you directly to the right place. My description box, I will have to update and put a link into the new hot seat coaching because I don't think I linked it yet. I can't think of anything else. If I do, I will put a post up. Videos will still be coming up just because I'm on a staycation. But anyways, any super chat that was not answered, I will make a video answering them. Everyone have a lovely day. There'll be a video up tomorrow. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I guess now you all know that he really does exist. He really does exist. All right. I'll see you.